What the linebackers are then doing, they have what's called hook to curl outside, or outside the box, so to say, and middle curl. Okay? When I'm referring to the term the box, okay, this is very important. What I'm talking about with the box here, I'm going to draw this in red. The box is basically this area here, okay, on the other side of the ball. So on the other side of the ball, there's the line of scrimmage. All right, this is the box, okay? And that's really, really important to understand, hey, how many we got in the box? This is always a question, all right? And there's a fine line in cover two because, as you guys see here, it kind of sort of looks like we do have the box, we have 7 people, but do we? Maybe it's just how I drew it up. Well, if these guys are really splitting the difference, they're going to be outside a little bit. He's outside the box, right? Maybe he's outside the box. Now we only have 5 in the box. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's really, really important because that's always a question that comes up when you want to run the ball. Hey, how many in the box? Well, there's a huge difference between 5 and 7, all right? You got 7 in the box, I want to throw the ball. We got 5 in the box, I want to run the ball because we're at an advantage. We got somebody for somebody else. We got 5 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to block 5. But if we only have 5 to block 7, that's a bad look. So it's all mathematics, it's all theory, right? Until the point of execution. But if you have your theory in order, and again, that's my motivation here with D1 Theory, is to have people understand before they get on the line and snap the ball, what they're seeing across from them, and to increase their chances of moving the ball and getting first downs. So let's get back to the basics of cover 2 here and how we're going to attack it. Let me make some room again. So cover 2, we talked about the basics. We got corners outside, we got free safety, and we got a safety half the field, okay? Hook to curl, middle curl, hook to curl. So we got linebackers here. Well, how do we beat it? I mean, we're talking, I've been a little maybe pessimistic in saying, well, it's really hard coverage to beat, but there are definitely ways to beat it. So how do you beat it? You can go vertical. You got to look for the spots that there's room. As you look here, as you look at this first level, let's say between line of scrimmage and 10 yards, we're talking here, okay? There's not much room. Look at that. On this first, and this is called this like 0 to say 10 yards. All right, this is also important. This is referred to as underneath. Okay? How many guys they got underneath? Well, here they have 5 guys underneath. That means the box. That means basically this whole level from 0 to 10 yards about. All right, as we see here, we got 2 guys in the flat. We got hook to curl, 2 guys, and we got 1 guy middle hook. That means we got here in this against cover 2 normally, in a 4-3 cover 2, we got 5 guys underneath. Very important to understand. Well, if you have guys underneath, how do you beat that? You go vertical. Okay, you go vertical. You got to beat them vertical. So, past concept that I really, really like is our running fades. Fades. Okay, and we got a guy inside that against cover 2 should run what's called a bender against cover 2 and split those safeties, right? Because against cover 2, this guy, this safety is basically responsible for both of these routes. And how is he going to cover 2 guys? It's impossible, but we're shooting ourselves in the foot if we don't utilize our spacing. And to utilize our spacing, we need to have enough space between these guys, and we need to make sure that, again, this whiteboard is, in terms of the scale, maybe they look close together, but on a field, we want to have, you know, if we're running top of the numbers, and we want to have space here to catch the ball between the bottom of the numbers and the sideline, and we're running up the hash here, and then we're running towards the middle of the field, we certainly are going to have enough room. So this is a fantastic concept to beat cover 2, and this is really, really important as a quarterback to read this because it's basically 2, again, this is advanced here, but this is basically 2 guys against 1. Because at some point, 10 yards, 12 yards. There's going to be a separation, and this linebacker, it depends on how far he's going to carry. Okay, when I say carry, I mean how far he's going to back up with this route before he's going to pass it over to this safety, right? And during this transition, you may be able to have a linebacker who turns his head, and you can throw the ball and hit it right between. You can throw it at the back of his helmet and have a catch. So, anyways, the way to beat cover 2, or one way to beat cover 2, again, is going to be vertically.